Europe just unbanned the internal combustion engine. That's it. That's the headline. Before we get started, you should tune into the Shifting Lanes Facebook and Shifting Lanes Garage YouTube pages. We are going to be live with a bunch of very cool Australians talking motorsports as well as all things cars. So please join us. It's going to be awesome. But now back to this pretty startling news, because as we've known for a long time, Europe and the EU have been trying to ban internal combustion cars basically for a decade, and they're going to do it, or now they're actually not, according to a new letter. The news comes from Motor One, and I'm going to quote directly from the article so you have exactly what it says. Mounting pressure to change the legislation is finally working, as combustion engines will continue after the middle of the next decade. 2035 was the initial cutoff date. It appears a letter sent by German Chancellor Friedrich Merz to European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen persuaded the governing body to back away from the ban. End quote. Apparently, the letter has been really well received by governing bodies, but there is a bit of a catch here. Internal combustion engines can still be made past 2035, but they must be using very low emissions fuels or alternative fuels such as synthetic fuel. One of the biggest proponents of this is Porsche, who has been making synthetic fuels since 2022 in Chile. What they're doing is using water and carbon dioxide and wind power, basically making the entire process carbon neutral. And this synthetic fuel is exactly what the EU is talking about. If they can do this, and if we can get synthetic fuels, internal combustion is basically going to be saved the world over. All of this news is still in its infancy, however, and it could still mean that we have a ban on internal combustion engines eventually. But I pose the question to you, which is a question I'm going to pose to our Australian friends tonight. Do you believe that this is going to actually happen and internal combustion will live on past 2035?